Today we're gonna take a little indoor flight here of the Sky Viper M550 Nano. Now, let me tell you something about this thing, okay? Whenever you turn this on, you have to have it on a level surface because it has the auto calibration on it, okay? If you do it like where it's like leaning a little bit, or you got it sitting on something and you just take it and you have it in your hand and you go like this and take it, acts all kinds of weird, okay? You have to have it on a level surface for it to be stable when you take off, because if you don't, if you have it little cocked or whatever, when it takes off, you'll have to fart around with the trims a lot to straighten it back out. It auto levels when you turn it on. There is no key combination, down and out and down and left, right, and all that other crap. It doesn't have that. It just does it automatically whenever it's turned on, whenever it's powered on. So when you power it on, you want to make sure it's on a level surface. Because I've tried to fly this thing a few times and I was like, what the hell is wrong with this thing? And that's what it was. I wasn't on a flat level surface when I turned the power on to it. So, and it acted very, believe me, I don't have the videos no more, but it was very bizarre the way it acted, okay? So just hold it down here on the flat surface and turn it on. Then turn on the transmitter and just wait for a couple of seconds, and there it goes right there, and it'll fire up. It'll bind all up for you. So there you go. That thing is it did some really crazy stuff if you don't do that. And then you'll just be sitting there with your whole flight time trying to figure out how to get the trim out. So the trim buttons are there, the flip buttons here. This thing is very quick. It's very nimble. Now it shows in the instructions how to change the rates on there, but I've never been able to get it to work. So if anybody knows how to do that, it says on there just to hold the stunt button down and pull down on the controller and it'll beep. But I tried every combination of buttons. I could never get it to work. So let's just take it off and see what happens. That's the auto launch button on it. Supposedly it has, according to that thing, it has the 3 rates, but I've never been able to get them to work. So it's very nimble, this thing. It's surprisingly fast. Okay, you're going to be kind of surprised at how fast it is when you first start flying this thing. It's very quick. The green lights are in the front for your orientation, and the red lights are the rear, because that's about all you can see. Once it gets a couple of feet away from you, you can't see it. You can see this thing that good, to be honest with you. It has a tendency to act a little weird, okay? I will tell you that. Now it tells you in the manual that you should have it off the ground 6 feet before you attempt any flips. To be honest with you, what I think it is the altitude hold. I think the altitude hold on here, because it has the altitude hold, it has auto or manual. Okay, and I think it gets just a little bit. I think it gets a little confused. Confucius say altitude hold a little buggy, because you could switch it to manual mode if you want, and it flies pretty much the same. It doesn't act too much different, but it acts a little bit different. But it's a lot easier to fly it in the house with the altitude hold on. Yeah, the altitude hold on this thing is definitely, I'll put it in the manual here, see ya. There's the manual mode there. The turning radius on it isn't that good. You would think it would be a lot better for something this small. That the turning radius would be a lot better, but it's not. Yeah, it's so quick. It can just get away from you like really quick. Really quick. But you know what? It's a nice little flyer. It's 29 bucks. Toys R Us, you know, the normal stuff. It flips in all directions. So, and it doesn't have a camera on it, thank God. We don't need no stinking camera on this thing. Okay, there goes the LBC. So, I'm giving this away to my buddy, so I probably won't be flying this around that much anymore. I'll just try to get as much flight time out of it as I can. Won't flip no more. So, well, that's about it for the M550 Sky Viper. Nice little flyer, man. Nice little flyer. As long as you don't crash it like I do all the time. But this is a crasher, okay? This is one of them crasher type deals. It just has this thing about getting away from you. You know, it's just so quick that it'll just get away from you real quick. So, okay, there goes the thing. I'm gonna land it, so I don't want to ruin the battery. Great little quad. Great little quad. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, 29 bucks. What do you want, right? All right, guys. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching.